Some of us are truly born lucky. For example, some women are naturally beautiful, and some of us men are born with sporting abilities.
I love you so much.
All kinds of chance encounters have marked turning points in many people's lives. Chances are not equal and cannot be made equal. As much as I praise Ramadan, and although pregnant women are exempt from fasting, some women do believe in fasting, and those that do tend to have babies that are more likely to exhibit developmental after effects. This means hearing or learning disabilities as an adult. Again, children born into these conditions don't have any saying. All they can do is try to survive, and maybe every once in a while think about why their parents didn't think wisely about them. This goes with women who use drugs and alcohol while pregnant. All human beings are subject to misfortune that we cannot anticipate or control. So yes, some of us are lucky. Whatever the innate capacity of any race, class, or other group, what pays off in reality are developed capabilities, and these have never been the same. Understanding of things that are beyond the power of society helps us avoid bad ideas like the prosperity gospel, for example, which promises the escape from work and personal responsibility. Competition means we marry different women. Competition means we do not end up in the same neighborhood. And when it comes to starting a family, you cannot get rid of uncertain outcomes. No one, for example, can choose the order in which to be born in. Also, women's desirability in the dating market declines predictably with age. The same does not apply to men, and the reason for this is that the key qualities that contribute to a man's value, so things like intelligence, network, and parenting proclivities, these things are not linked with age, and men's resources and social status typically peak much later in life.
You have to admit that you have a problem first. So you basically have to admit that you've missed the mark and that you're somewhat lost. So that's a humility, and it's an opening up to revelation. That's an attitude, a psychological attitude. Now, and that's a self-sacrificial attitude, because if you're going to learn something from the revelation, part of you is going to have to go. The part of you that's wrong.
Unexpected things happen all the time. However, there are things that we can do that are measurable. More income and staying out of prison, these are the best incentives for any person. Become good at something, and like Jordan Peterson said, regulate your behavior in relationships to drugs, alcohol, and sex. This means being able to reframe your gentle personality, because as we know, even Jesus flipped tables. Another person, Steve Jobs, he didn't let empathy stop him from killing projects that were counterproductive. The point is, don't be too empathetic that people walk over you, or cause you to be unproductive, or cause you to sin. This change in attitude is in your control. What's also true, to go back to time and soul, is the pervasive reality of luck. Think about this. Along with caloric deficit and higher VO2 mass, another factor for living a long life is being fortunate to die a natural death. This means not getting hit by a drunken driver, or dying of cancer, or getting gunned down, or being born in a family with a bad health history. The reason for this video is to highlight or reiterate the first lesson of life, which is that all humans cannot end up at the same place. And yes, intelligence and hard work are necessary, but do understand that all kinds of chance encounters will change people's lives, either toward fulfillment or ruin.